Okay. Yeah, I should get all this fixed now, so I don't have to come back to it. Because if I don't fix it now, as I add more stores to this third level, it's going to be an issue. So all I need to do to fix this is to change this to be down a little bit. So what I'm going to do to fix this is I'm going to place this. God, it's so freaking laggy, this game. Holy crap. This one can be a Mark 1, it's looking like. So I'm going to just go up until it says I can't go up anymore. Which is right there. And then... oh, that was actually a Mark 2, not a Mark 1. And then that goes into there. And it goes through stuff. Ugh, I don't like that. But I don't know how to fix it, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of all these walkways. It was a good idea. It was a nice thought. But I need to get rid of overlap by actually having my belts not be in the way. Oh god, that one... I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that one, but if I have only one that's like that, hopefully that won't be too big of a deal. Alright, so this guy, same thing. All I need to do is have it go down a little bit. So if I do the same thing here, where I place, have this go up as high as it can. Right there. Just step my way up here. There we go. Pretty nice and easy fix. That's weird that it actually backed up. Where's... why is that? That's going the wrong direction, right? Is that going the wrong direction? Oh no, that's the input for something. Okay, so that is right. Okay, okay, cool. So there we go. That gives us space to work with here. Only have this one. And I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna say that one's fine. We'll call this one place that doesn't have a little as much room the one exception, because I don't want to try to fix that. Okay, so the final thing is just to set up the overflow on this third floor. And we'll be ready to work on something new. And I actually don't currently have any input for the quartz, do I? Yeah, I got rid of the production of the quartz. That's something I'm going to have to rebuild. So that's one of the next things I want to automate is quartz. Copper sheets and a couple other things. All right, so alrighty, so that would mean we want the overflow be off of the input. So it'll be smart splitter right here. And then I would need this to be a hole here. So wherever this input comes in, it's going to need to come from here. So that'll be there. And then smart splitter. So this is just this, we'll just get this set up so as we add more stuff, it'll already be set up. So left, overflow, left, overflow, and pull, pole. You'll go to there. You will go to there. Since I don't even have the storage set up, do I want to get this overflow going? I probably should. Okay. So let's figure out what this one will be. This one we can line up exactly how we had this guy here. So let's do that. So that would be... Let me see here. So I need 2 more. Like this. Yeah, that should be right. So this guy, and then we place our... basically our dude lined up here in the middle. Lined up with that guy in the middle here. That is a smart... or not a smart, awesome sync. Lined up with right in the middle here. With the back lined up that way. Okay, so... crap, where's the middle? I think it's... ah, Jesus. So there's 3 of them. It's on the... ugh, I can't frickin' see, man. Okay, where are you? You are... okay, so that right one is basically empty. So the thing lines up with the left seam there. Yeah. I gotta use this thing as a giant ladder here. It's a big deal to get this lined up, but my OCD kicking in. Like I always say, you got that random OCD, so it's gonna be lined up here. It's not right. This one here. Like this, I believe. I believe that is right. Okay, we'll call that good for now. Let me get power up to here. I do want to get this started because we do have some stuff that could go into overflow. Probably not much, but... okay, so power. An outlet somewhere right around there. There we go. And I'm out of cable, but that's okay. I can go grab some more. So that's good. And we'll get our... we'll get the start of our mergers going over here. I'm not going to be able to tell exactly where the other mergers are going to need to go. That'll be something I will eventually figure out once we get more stuff set up here. But for now, the merger would actually be with this guy right in the middle here. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Where's the middle? Middle should be right there. Okay, and for now, what I'll do, the only thing actually producing is quick wire. But we've already set this up to be overflow, so... there. This guy into here. And for now, we'll have this be by itself in going into here. This is, we'll change this eventually once we actually get more storage and more production going. There we go. This base looks nice. Where am I hiding all of the hacks? No hidden hacks. Well, they're all inside that big old building right there. We've been working on this factory for... Let's see, how many hours do I have in this one now? 80... A little over 84 hours. So, some big time work we've put into this guy. The overflow will be here. Let's go ahead and get the overflow set up on this guy. But thank you. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. Mostly my own original design. But I appreciate that. So we're going to make left overflow. Okay, so now that we finally got our overflow set up. Oh, and I forgot to check if Cookie down here has any... You got any stuff for us, Cookie? What you got? A single alien organ. Beautiful. Okay, so now we got all our overflow going places. And our power is... We're using a lot of power, that's for sure. Let me see how our computers are coming along. We are... Circuit boards. We're almost getting up to... We need about 20 more computers, it's looking like. Yeah, 20 more computers and we will have tier 4 belts unlocked, and we're out of the copper again, aren't we? Yeah, copper. But yeah, this is my very, very large factory here. Kind of makes you wonder how he finds alien organs when he's locked in a playpen. How does he find anything? Really? How do you find anything in there? Door all. Is there anything else I want to get? Yeah, I don't need these flowers. There. Okay. Oh, I actually have some circuit boards on me. Let me just throw these in here. Speed that up a little bit to finish up a couple things and go get some more copper sheets. And then we're going to work on our next build. What's our next build going to be? I kind of think it should be petroleum, because if I get some more petroleum set up, I might... Do I have fuel generators yet? I don't. But with overflow from fuel generators, or overflow from petroleum stuff, we can create fuel, which we can eventually use for fuel generators. Increase my plastic production. He's sneaking out at night. There's a movie in there somewhere. Movie about a dog sneaking out, finding random stuff. Okay, put the copper sorts. Of course, if I go work on that, I'm going to need some copper. I just threw all my copper in there. You were shocked at the size difference of those small storage lockers versus the space in those large storage containers. The dimensions seem off. You're talking about the difference between these guys and the double stacked? I'm pretty sure the dimensions are exactly double. Unless you're talking about... Oh, are you talking about how many things this can hold and the little small... Yeah, that does make... The small little storage lockers. I see what you're saying, yeah. It's kind of a funny difference. If you automate computers, you could basically rush straight to tier 7 and do nuclear fuel generators or pain. Your power output is tied to your material production. Well, let me actually go... Before I decide what I'm going to work on, let me go look at what my current petroleum... Not petroleum, oil refining is doing. Because I can kind of get an idea how much overflow we have, which is supplying some extra fuel generators with the coal coke or whatever it's called. Just kind of look at the production over here, because I'm thinking I want to expand my plastic and rubber production. Even though I'm not using them for anything specific yet, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more than we're currently producing. But automated computers would require more plastic and maybe rubber. Okay, this is iron. This is not that. Okay. This is my oil refining over here. And I kind of just threw this together with some of this stuff, so I might need to make some changes to this. You do need a bunch of plastic for computers, so you'll need to do oil anyway. Might as well do plastic and rubber next. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, I could also do quartz, because there's some other things I'd like to do. I might, even before I need to do this, might actually need to get copper sheets more extensively producing rather than just one. I have one builder making that, or whatever it's called, constructor. So I might need to do that before I get into this. But let me kind of take a look just to get an idea what we got going over here. Use the heavy oil residue to make residual fuel that you can then package up for jetpacks and trucks. Yeah, we're kind of doing that already. All right, fluid buffer. So we're kind of using up basically all the crude oil we are sending, so that that's a good thing. We don't have any backup. So I'm creating 30 crude oil a minute here. Wait, no, what is this? I'm creating plastic and heavy oil residue here. So I'm doing 20, 40, I think I'm doing 40 plastic a minute. Yeah, 40 plastic a minute. 40 rubber a minute. And then the heavy oil residue is actually full, and all of my power. So actually my heavy oil residue is not being used up completely. So I do have a little excess going into residual fuel. And this residual fuel is going into packaged fuel. But I don't have the plastic I need. Empty canisters. And empty canisters are made... Is that just plastic? I think empty canisters are just made from plastic, right? So what I might want to do... I actually don't have... Do you have any alters on those fuels unlocked? Any alters? Oh, alternate recipes? I can check. I have a couple unlocked, I think. This is going from heavy oil residue to residual fuel. This is what I got unlocked here. Unpackaging, packaging. So we're going from heavy oil into the residual fuel. Polymer resin. What is that? Great polymer resin. Press X and type fuel. Oh, there we go. Does this show you anything? This is all I got here. Fuel, turbo fuel, packaged, liquid. At some, you could do a rec hunt and get as many alternates. At some point, I've done that some. That's what I did at the end of my previous stream. I kind of did as much exploring as I want to do currently. I would have a lot more exploring I need to do to find more stuff down here, because I've pretty much found all the wrecks around here, I think. You really want to get turbo fuel and diluted packaged fuel if you want to run into fuel generators. You could make ungodly amounts of power from almost no oil. Yeah, well, I'm probably not going to do that yet. Since I have extra residual fuel, I could possibly do another petroleum coke producer, because this is... But then that'd be a whole bunch more generators over here, but that would give me extra power. And I'm currently running at about... And I'm getting close to maxing out my power again. With everything running in my factory, we're using a lot of power. I think I might want to actually do... Another one set of things here. That altered diluted packaged fuel is doubling your oil. You add water to it. Package. You make your power with that recipe. Diluted packaged doubles your oil. You think it triples it? I don't think I have diluted. No, I don't have. So I don't have that yet. So basically, our residuals from our plastic and rubber is creating petroleum coke. I kind of think I need to make more petroleum coke to use up more of our residual stuff. Because if this is backed up here, that's not a good thing for us. Because if that backs up, does that stop my plastic production? If this fluid doesn't have anywhere to go. 30 heavy oil residue plus 60 water is 60 parts of packaged fuel. Okay. Well, I'm not getting into that yet. I'm not getting into those recipes. Okay. Let me see how I'm doing this. Let me see what this is doing down here. So this is petroleum coke going to a bunch of coal generators is what this is. And we are not using since all these are running. This is interesting because if I actually make more of this, I will use up more of our heavy oil residue. You know what? I think I want to expand this first because my power situation is not looking amazing. I think I do want to do this. I want to work with some petroleum stuff, so I need to go get more. I need to get more copper tubes. Do I have any copper tubes on me? I don't. So I think I want to do is I want to make another refinery making petroleum coke into more coal generators here is I think what I want to do here. Because that'll help with a couple issues. Help deal with my residual oil, residual heavy oil, whatever it's called. Can help give us some extra power. Can I make any refineries right now? I am missing copper sheets, so I need copper sheets for this stuff. So I hate using power from oil products. You need more fuel, so you have to produce more stuff. But if you're not using all the stuff, it backs up and shuts down your power. Yeah, well, but what I don't want to do is have to get more coal for my coal power plant, honestly. So I want to do this because I know it's a lot of work, but I kind of like it because it's actually using up. If I'm gonna make more plastic and rubber, I'm gonna have even more residual fuel or residual heavy oil. I guess the other thing would be do something else with the residual oil, heavy oil residue. That's one thing Factorio did better than this game. The logistics robots really helped with the running back and forth. Yeah, it's true. What else could I do with the residual oil? I guess turn it into the fuel. The residual fuel. What can I do with residual fuel besides what I'm doing with it? I guess package it, right? But to package it, I need to make empty canisters. The residual fuel. What can I do with residual fuel? I don't want to just package it. Heavy oil residue. Now this is so complicated, all the different stuff you can do. Like what useful thing can I turn it into? I guess it's just fuel, right? Well, what can I do with the fuel? Because I don't have fuel generators, so I can't just pump it into a generator. What's the best thing to do with residual fuel? Burn it? I don't have a way to burn it. I don't have fuel generators, right? If I could just turn it into power, I would, but I think that's another thing I have to unlock. Plastic, rubber, petroleum, coke. I can't make that out of fuel, right? You can make petroleum coke and use that in coal generators. So I can turn the fuel into residual, into more coke? Is that what I can do? Or are you saying instead of turning into residual fuel, just turning into more petroleum coke? You love coke, your nose keeps bleeding. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. We could use the coke plus the residual fuel to turn into turbo fuel. Coke is what you do with it, and if you overproduce the coke, you sink it. You turn the oil residue into coke. Okay, so we don't turn it into residual fuel, basically. Okay, all right. So what I was gonna do is what I need to do. So I need to turn that. Okay, so I need to get more coke producers here. So let me do that. I need copper sheets for that. Although I do want to get that fuel going because I'm using the fuel in my jetpack. So if I don't produce it, I don't have extra fuel for that. Oh, it's a compacted coal? That you need for turbo fuel? Okay. That'll be a different build I'd have to work on. I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just expand what I have over there. We're going to turn that residual fuel, residual heavy oil, we're going to just turn it into coke, then turn that into power for right now. It's like my best way to sink it. Because if I'm going to make more plastic and rubber, I'm going to just have more of that stuff, so. Okay, copper. I don't even have that many copper sheets, but there we go. Let's see. So that was for full generators. I'm going to need cables for. So let's get cables. Let's go check how our computers are doing. See if we're getting close to unlocking this thing we've been working on. I needed 20 more, I think. Oh, damn. Eight more, and we're missing plastic. Oh, we have enough circuit boards, though. Good. So just plastic. So I need plastic for that, and then I need to pick up some cables. Okay, where's my cables at? I think my cables are downstairs. Oh, nope, they're there. Oof. Okay. You take a portion of your heavy oil residue and turn it into packaged fuel for your trucks. The rest makes coke for generators. You don't love it, but you're sort of forced to do it. As soon as generator tier 7 unlocks, you're going to go straight into nuclear and use the coke for aluminum production. Okay. So put this right in here. Okay, that should give me enough computers, I think. 9 cables, I needed 8 more. I'll put one more stack of cables in here. Just fill up the stack of cables. Okay. 9 more. Got that. Okay, so that should be enough to get that done. So we're almost done with that. 8 more computers. And then I need refineries. We got the stuff for refineries. Yes, probably should get a few more steel pipes. No, that's probably good. Okay. You still find it funny that you add sulfur to coal to make it burn more efficient? Usually, as far as you know, to make brown coal more effective, you coke it, which removes stuff like sulfur so the coal burns cleaner and better. You're talking about real life? Yeah. I definitely know nothing about real life stuff. So, that I don't know. Okay, so I gotta figure out... we know for sure the main thing we need to do here is make another coke producer so that we're using up this heavy oil. That's the main thing we're trying to do here. So refinery. Okay. So to line this up, see how you're lined up here. You aren't okay. Space in between. I feel like that one's actually slightly off. Oh well. Those aren't even... God, these guys aren't even lined up. Oh, crap. What the hell? Okay, we want it lined up, so... Okay, we're gonna line it up like that one. I can't believe I didn't even line these up correctly the last time. Alright, it's fine. I think it's actually like that. Yeah, that one in the... actually... Nope, it needs to be back one more. There. Yes, that should be right. This one's actually a little off. Screw it, just plop it down. That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Okay. And then copper pipes. Get my ramps here. Okay. So this guy's about right here. In line with this line here, so we go like that. How tall are you? It's just easier to tell if I'm lining things up. Okay, so like that. And then we do a little splitter. And I have it going up, so I can walk underneath it. Get there. You are making petroleum coke. Rand's OCD triggered? Yes, my OCD was triggered. Fuel control, it will help auto-snap the alignment. Works better if you're putting buildings directly adjacent, but it still sort of works when you leave gaps. That's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, where do I... power. It's whatever. That's what I have to say to that. Okay, and so this will produce petroleum coke. Might as well just use tier 3 belts. How much are you making a minute, actually? Yeah, 120 parts a minute. We'll just use tier 3. We do this. This, and this will go somewhere. To more coal generators. So how do I currently have this set up? I have these merging together. So what I guess I could do is have this merge here, and we have these splitting with overflow. These are kind of backed up, so the further down the line I put it, the more it'd be able to move. Hold on, you move coal with pipes? No, the coal is on these belts. This is fluids. Okay. So I guess I would just do like this. And then do that. Okay. So now how much, let's figure out how much coke a minute we're producing. 120 times 3 is 360. So 360 a minute. And these guys are using, what is it? 2.4 a second. 2.4 a second. Is that right? 2.4 a second, yes. So using, each one of these using 25 a minute. What did I say? 360? 360 divided by 25. So we are producing enough for 14.4 generators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to make like 5 more generators. 5 more coal generators to use up this coke. And that's for only one more of these guys. I don't even know if that's enough to use up all the residual oil. I probably did math on this stuff before. Actually, I did do math on this stuff before. Why are we not using up our residual oil fast enough? Let me actually go check the numbers on what we're producing. So I think I need to make 5 more things, but it's... So I'm making 20 residual oil a minute times 4, is that right? 20 times 4, 2 times 4 is 8. So I'm only making 80 residual oil a minute? Oh, crap. How much does the coke thing use? Using 80, or creating 80. Each one of these uses 40. 2 of those should be using it up just right. That actually should be just right. So I think You are using it all up because your coal plants aren't at max capacity. If they aren't at 100% load, they don't chew through a coke nugget every 2.4 seconds. Okay, so I probably just need a couple extra generators then to eat up the coal faster. Is that my issue? My coal is backing up? That is probably the issue, isn't it? All right, well, let's make the generators because that'll help eat up the coal. God, I hate doing this because that means I got to get water set up for these guys too, right? Yeah, I got to get the water set up and all that. I need to sink the coal. Yeah, I need to sink the coal, which means more coal generators. Yeah, because you can see my coal's getting backed up. Does overclocking generators do anything? If you add more generators, they'll just use even less. Each generator's automatically underlock. Oh, well then what do I do? How do I make it? What do you mean they automatically underlock? So you're saying it's only running at 72%? Why? I don't understand how the consumption of coal generators works. Coal generators are not using resources if there's no power usage? Really? Storage as a safety and then overflow in a sink. Think each piece of coal has a set amount of power in itself. Think I just awesome sink my coal. Okay. So if I just overflow split my coal here. Actually, I should do it back at the beginning of it. Okay, alright. Trying to do all this complicated stuff when it sounds like I just need to have my overflow of coal go to a sink. Okay. Make like a storage of coal and then smart split into a sink. Alright, let's see, how do I want to do this then? Okay, alright, that sounds good. So how do I want to do this? So I want... I just made this third guy producing. So I don't actually need this third guy that's producing stuff, actually. I need to get rid of this, I think. I need to get rid of this. This is not going to do me any good. Because we are using as much as we're producing. I will eventually want to make another one, but I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it yet, unless I add more plastic and rubber producer. That will also actually improve your plastic output, which is probably not as high as it should be. Oil is dumb. You mean fun? Yeah. Alright, so what I want is... Is this a smart splitter right here? No, that's a merger. So this is a smart splitter. So I could, if I have this... You should be a smart splitter, right? You are not a smart splitter. I guess I just did regular splitters. If I just have this first splitter be a smart splitter and have overflow go left into storage and then go into an awesome sink, I think that will do what I needed to do. Imagine needing to destroy resources. This meme was made by Factorio gang. Yeah. So if I do this, smart splitter here. So right is going to be coal. Whatever, this is going to be... Right will be any, and then left will be any overflow. Right? Center output is any undefined. Any undefined. So if I do that, then the left is overflow over to a sink. That should work, right? Wish you could flash convert splitters into smart splitters. That would be so great. Yeah, that would be nice. Like you can upgrade whatchamacallits, mines and stuff. Okay, so basically I want that smart splitter to just go over here to some sort of awesome sink. So let's do that. I mean, I guess it's good that you have the ability to have like awesome sinks to sink your stuff, but it seems like such a weird mechanic that you're just need to destroy resources. Seems so strange to me. And actually hurts me a little bit. That I'm like, I'm destroying resources. Well, if you want to create, you overproduce, it screws you up, kind of thing. Okay, so we'll do a storage so that there's a buffer into an awesome sink right here, which is using up even more power. 30, God, all these awesome sinks we're making. Do I have any limestone on me? No. Is there just limestone? I think there's limestone close by. I can just go grab. I think it'll be faster than running back all the way back. Is limestone close? I'm literally right next to limestone. Okay, here it is. Hey, what's up, Chaotic Neutral? How you doing? How much CO2 do you vent into space in Oni again? What? Oh, because of wasting resources, is that what you're talking about? Well, that's true. That is true. Still don't like that I do it, but... Alright, how much of this do I need? How much concrete do I need? I need... oh, like 6 more, okay. We got a little thing over here to build stuff. A thing to build stuff. There you are. Okay. Concrete. Here we go. Oh, wow, that's actually just barely enough. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I don't need any concrete for the storage thing. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Doing great. Trying to clean up some builds in this crazy, crazy game. And having a good time. Okay, so does storage take concrete? No, good. So if I just have this be like... that. That's not lined up. The floor is too steep. The hell? Okay, fine. Screw it. Just turn it. It's not going to look perfect. It's fine. There. And overflow. I got no concrete, so I just got to go directly in here and hope it doesn't overlap. A little overlap, that's fine. All right, there we go. Overflow. This one simple trick. I need to power this thing though. Damn, that's full. That's not full. Good. One simple trick. Well, fix your else up. Holy crap! I already have 19 coupons from all the. Oh my god! From all the overflow storage thing we did, we were creating so many coupons. Holy crap! Hope the week off was good. The week off was really nice. It was kind of lazy and a little boring, but it was nice to get some time off. So that was nice. When you get to fuel generators, it gets even harder because you can't sink the excess fuel. If you want to have a spare power capacity, you'll need to sink your plastic. Okay, alright, so this should fix our issue with heavy oil residue backing up. We should be using up exactly what we're creating. And have no backup on the petroleum coke here, right? Yes, that's all flowing. These guys are all working. Efficient coupon clipping. That's right, so efficient. Alright, so... crap, I didn't put the belt in. Okay, I'm missing a belt, actually. Or replace this, I didn't do this. Okay, there we go. Now we should be good. Should be less overflow now because I actually... Yeah, that's good. It eventually should, any overflow, after the coal generators get back filled, this will be the overflow here. Hey, what's up, Juventus? It's been a while since you last saw a stream of mine. Well, nice. Welcome. Glad to have you back hanging out with us. We're trying to do oil stuff. Satisfactory here. So we're using it as fast as we're creating it, right? That's... Oh, wait a second. I did my math wrong. So we actually should be using it faster than we're creating it, because these guys are each 10 apiece, and these guys are 20 apiece. So I'm actually creating 20, 40, 60 a minute. So with me creating 60 residual oil a minute, and me using 80, we should definitely not be having any issues. I don't know why we have backup of heavy oil residue there. Thing is, I do want to get this going. Okay, what do I do if I want to increase my oil and my rubber and plastic production? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to do that if I want to get into computers and other stuff. So, the question is, how much oil how much crude oil am I sending, and how much am I using? You tried getting yourself into Satisfactory, but you had to quit 20 minutes in because it became too boring for you in the long run. 20 minutes, it became boring to you? Okay, well then it must not be your style of game. You don't know what our resources in desert, like oil wells, are doing, like 300 oil to plastic, 300 oil to rubber, then 3 times 300 oil to make turbo fuel and make power. Okay. Well, let me see. How much oil am I using? 30... 60... 90, 120. So I'm currently using 120 crude oil a minute. Using 120. This isn't backing up, so that's telling me that I think that's exactly what I'm supplying. So if I want to double my oil production, or my plastic and rubber, I probably need to get another refinery going. You have 3 different factories, which means a frickin' crap ton of tubes again. Unless, how much... What's the throughput on these guys? How much can this move a minute? It can move 300 a minute. Okay. So I could actually, if I do another oil pump or refinery, whatever it is, I could combine it with this and then split it here at the end. Because if I wanted to double what I was doing, I would want to send 240 a minute rather than the 120. So let's go, do I have oil extractor? Stuff to make oil extractor. I do. Okay. Let's go see how much oil I'm producing, because I think I want to send some more. We're gonna get rid of this. I wanna get some other stuff automated, but I want to increase my oil and plastic production. That's what we're gonna do. Which is gonna create more heavy oil residue, which means we're gonna have to make more coke. But we'll do the math on all that. Shard the oil node. Ah, great. Just overclock the oil node. That's exactly what I should do. Good call. That's a great call. Is this impure? That's impure iron. Yeah. That's the better way of doing it. I don't think I overclocked my first oil node at all. It annoys you to no end that the oil extractors work in multiples of 60, but the pipes hold 300. Well, factoid, that's Mark III belts do what, 270 instead of 240? So it's not double what the previous one is. So there's a lot of stuff like that. That kind of bugs me too, but there must be reasons. Why do they do it? Because reasons. Yeah, I get your point. I get your point. Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm catching your drift. I had impure nodes, if you recall. I thought I had one normal and like 2 impure or something, but let's find out. So I might actually need to put another refinery, and I might have already overclocked this one, but let's see. So currently, we're only pumping from 1. This guy is impure. Do I have another one? They're often in groups of 3, yeah. So that's a normal. So I'm pumping from a normal at normal rate. So if I want 240, just do this thing. Although it's less energy efficient to do this, right? It's always less energy efficient to do it this way. It's always more energy efficient if I just make another extractor. Do I want to be energy efficient? I think I do want to be energy efficient. You like how there was a nice open gap back there, but you decided to drill a hole through the rock instead for the pipe. Pure oil node, if you overclock 250, makes 600 cubic meters, but you can't pipe it out from it. It's annoying as hell. Mark 2 pipes when? I don't know about that. I'm kind of thinking I do the more energy efficient thing and make another oil extractor and just combine it. So if I do that, and just do that and say done, we doubled our output. Chrono Do Texi, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. I probably didn't say your name right. You like to overclock your nodes, not your machines? Yeah, I do too. The problem is, well, the thing is here, if I just have more nodes, why overclock them when I just have another node that's going to be less... Like, let's look at our power consumption. 40 megawatts. If I were to instead overclock this guy to 200%, I might in the future do this, but if I do this, 40 megawatts goes to 3 times the power for double the output. Yeah, I think that's the... I definitely shouldn't do that. Holy crap, that almost used up all my power. This is so much more power efficient to do it this way. Okay. Whew, wow, my power is... So this is, my power's going up and down now because of what we just changed with our coal coke thing. I think. That also differences from you and me. You have 53 gigawatts of power. Yeah. Well, you also have... You're farther than me, FRD Dot. Don't you have, didn't you say you're doing fuel generators? I don't even have that unlocked yet. But you probably make larger power plants than I do. I really, the pumping the water thing to get coal power is really freaking annoying to me. Just don't like that. So I should be seeing, okay, so it's got the max flow rate going here now. Where at different points in the game is what you mean? Oh, okay. Alright, so currently power-wise... Wow, I got like 300 megawatts to... Well... 200 to 300 megawatts is all I got to spare right now. But if I'm going to be creating more coke from the extra residue, I can put more coal generators here to use that coke. Hey, what's up, Scotch Pingu? Oh, I know you're not dissing my way of gaming. I know. I was just saying... I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. How are you doing, Scotch Pingu? Hope you're having a good one. I don't know if I understand what Factoid and FRD Dot was saying about it automatically gating or changing your power output for how much you're consuming. So I thought the power generators just always worked as long as they had resources. Like, I'm confused. Everything's pretty good today? That's good to hear, Scottish Pingu. You think they slow down when power demand is lower? I don't think that's true. I don't understand. Like, it's producing 75 megawatts. And it's gonna just always produce 75 megawatts, I think. Right? Power produces 75 megawatts. I'm pretty sure it just always produces 75 megawatts as long as it has fuel. Works like this. Each piece of fuel has a set number of amount of power it produces. Doesn't matter what type of fuel it is. You're using 75% of your power capacity, using 75% of your power resources like coal or fuel. Overflows 25%. Okay, so it's the fuel that determines it. Like, these generators are offline, and it's not because we don't need the power, it's because we don't have the fuel. So currently, I am not actually creating enough coal coke to fuel these generators. It can produce a max of 75 megawatts. Doesn't use the fuel. It doesn't not use... Oh, God. Now you're getting into double negatives. Jesus. It doesn't not use fuel if there is not enough usage. That's a triple negative. I have no idea what that sentence means. There should currently be no overflow of coal coke, because all these generators are not working. And that's because we are not actually creating enough petroleum coke for all these generators, which is what I originally intended for it to do. We are not actually creating enough coal coke. I've made more generators than I could produce coke for, so that we were just burning the excess. So what I want to do then, I think, is create 2 more plastic and rubber producers that will create extra heavy oil residue that I'm going to turn into more coke to fuel more generators. The problem is I don't know if I have enough power for all the stuff that I'm trying to do right now. Because we are coming up to the top maximum of our power here. Like right here, we were only generating 2925 using 2800. Go to production screen. This one, like, you can see my power going up and down, and it's because these guys are turning on and off because they're not getting enough coal. You can see when the smoke goes away, it's not burning coal and not producing power. The coke maker. This guy should be running on 100%. Sometimes the efficiency thing just doesn't work for whatever reason. Simpler numbers: if you burn 60 coal per minute to produce 60 megawatts, but are only using 50 megawatts of power in your factory, you'll only end up feeding in 50 coal in the power plant per minute. Okay. So it doesn't have to do with the capacity of how much power this thing can generate. It's just the amount of resources of power. And my power shut down. Wow. Okay. That is crazy to me that we somehow just went over in power. I can't put out the coke fast enough. I need a faster belt. Is that my issue? I'm making 240 a minute. I'm doing a tier 3 belt. I'm doing tier 3 belts all the way down. Well, I think I did just unlock tier 4 belts. I should have tier 4 belts unlocked. Let me go get that. Maybe tier 4 belts will get... Yeah, we do have coke sitting in the machines. So you might be right that we're not able to get it out fast enough. Well, that seems weird to me, since we have belts that are 270 a minute and that only produces 240 a minute, that we're not moving it fast enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't quite know why we had a backlog there. Okay. Is it my lifts? I'll check. I'll check. Let me see if tier 4 is unlocked. I think tier 4 is unlocked. I needed 8. There it is. We have tier 4 belts unlocked. That's GG cookie time. Tier 4 belts. Hopefully this will help with some of our stuff we're trying to get going here. GG cookie time. Tier 4 belts.
Will match power generation to the increased consumption of recently acquired technologies and buildings. Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed. Caterium scanning unlocked.
What was that saying about power? Oh, fuel generator. I can make fuel generators now. All right. Okay. There's our conveyor belts Mark IV. Let me see here. So we'll do 1, 2 on those. What else? We unlock anything else cool? Industrial fluid buffer. I guess that's a larger fluid storage. I don't have this on anything. There. Nothing there. Nothing. Okay, I unlocked those earlier. Learn all those ramp corner things. Okay. Time to build more encased industrial beams. Well, I got those. I've had those automated for a while, so I actually have a plenty on me right now. Is that all it takes for the tier 3 those belts? Yes. Okay, good. Okay. I was gonna do something else here. What was it? Was I gonna grab some other stuff? Oh, my brain. Okay. Okay, well, since we unlocked those... Oh, I wanted to see my next milestone, I think. So, only one tier 6 thing left. Okay, nice. And it's gonna require getting computers going. And it's the... Whew, train stations and stuff. That's crazy. Okay. Alright, well, let's go fix this. Hopefully I can get this turned back on if I get these belts upgraded. Resetting power. Yeah, well, I can do that over here at these power generators too. Do you have a Mark 1 belt hanging out in a splitter or merger somewhere? Happens to you all the time? Possibly. There shouldn't be a Mark 1, but... let me go through and, like, replace belts. Like, I shouldn't need tier 4 all the way down, should I? So, like, if I go tier 4... Tier 4... Tier 4... Tier 4... and then go tier 4 all the way down. Why do I have a double thing there? I don't want to have that there. Get rid of this. That was from when we were going to make that extra guy. Goddamn lag. Autosave lag, annoying. Okay, so tier 4 all the way down. Trains are super fun. Those Coke makers do 120 each, so you need at least tier 2. Are they merging along the way? What do you mean, are they merging? These two guys were combining here and then going all the way down. They are merging right here. So it should be... I mean, I had tier 3 belts going the entire way, so it shouldn't be a belt issue. I honestly don't know why... it was backed up here. I feel like it shouldn't have gotten backed up. But let me... I gotta try to restart my power here. Okay. Might be a lift or something inside a splitter. I don't think so. I don't A lift inside a or something inside a splitter. I don't think so. You mean a belt? You mean a belt inside of a splitter? I put all of these splitters on... It's hard to tell when I'm like underneath the damn things too. I put all of these splitters just directly on the belts, so... I don't think it's a belt. Let me check if stuff is backing up in the machines now or not. Let me check that. Should be cleared out, especially now that we got tier 4 belts. It'll definitely get out of here in time. Okay, so nothing's backing up in there. Nothing's backing up in there. All these guys are currently creating or giving us power. So 3450 megawatts is our capacity. So let me let me see what the math is on the amount of coke we're creating for how much power these generators, or how much coke these need. So we're creating 240 a minute. Is that right? Yeah, 240 a minute, and each one of these are what? Just 2.4 a second, which was 2.4, 60 divided by 2.4. Using 25 a minute, and it's 240 divided by 25, so 9.6. So I needed 10. So I have 10 generators. So these should all be working except the last one occasionally turning on and off with the numbers. What's up, Emzas? Am I using manifold or load balanced? I don't know exactly what that means, but I think I'm doing manifold. I'm having each one go and then get split off to the next one. I think that's what a manifold is. Coming to Rand talking about all the coke we are going to produce. I mean, you guess you can live the movie below, but you'd like a week set it up first. Okay. Okay. So most of these are online. The ones at the end are not online 100% because we're not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not making enough to supply all of them all the time, which is kind of what we designed it to do. No, I'm not salty. I'm just... You're like the third one who's made that Coke joke. You're the third one, and my brain is exploding from doing math on stream. So I'm not really salty. It's just... When you hear the same joke every time somebody new comes in the stream, it gets a little old. So, no offense to you. I've heard the Coke joke. It's like anytime somebody new comes in and go, "Hey, Rand, is your Satisfactory playing going satisfactory today?" Oh my god, I've heard that joke 5,000 times. If your power usage is in the edge, manifold has problems. I don't know what that means. All right, but this should be fine. I think that'll be fine. The life of a public figure, I guess so. All right, do I have enough power to put actually 4 more refineries? 120 power. I should have enough to do 4 more refineries, making 2 more plastic generators, 2 more rubber generators, or producers, extra oil going into this same, so like double this setup, basically. So I think I'm going to continue this setup. I think that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound salty, Em says. I didn't mean to sound salty. And I apologize if I was a douchebag. I don't mean to be. Definitely don't mean to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase this. I'm going to basically increase this build. I want to use some of the excess heavy oil to create some fuel if I can. So. Alrighty, so we got this guy. And this pumps, yeah, 300 a minute. So I could just continue this on down the line. That should be fine. So. And what's funny about you saying me being salty was earlier somebody's like, "Wow, you're so relaxed, Rand, when you're not playing FTL." Well, apparently Only on some of the time. And then other times, apparently, I'm just as salty and mean, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's not right. Finery. There we go. So I want to do 4 of these guys. 1, 2. Do I have any more? I'm out of concrete, aren't I? I need more concrete for this. Go down to 9 coal generators, I think. That would cause the coal to back up. And all the others, they run consistently or overclock your coke production a little. You know what? I like to go down to 9 generators. However, I don't think I'm going to do that yet, because what I can do is I can have, instead of it being 10 for these 2, I can have the 10th one be the first one for the next 9, if that makes sense. So I will basically use that generator to be the first one of the next group of them I'm going to make. Manifold like to oversupplying. I don't think my supplying is too much of an issue there. I don't think it is. If I make it so that I am slightly overproducing the coal and we have that overflow thing going to a awesome sink, I think it'll be fine. Works too, since you're adding more production, you'd go with that plan. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Celiax with the 7 months. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. How are you doing? Alright, so I need 50 more computers if I want to do the monorail thing. I'm not going to really worry about that right now. I knew when I started playing this today that I was going to be kind of lost, not sure what to work on next, because the last build we did was so complicated and my brain kind of exploded from it that I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to work on next. So crazy complicated with the last build. I'm afraid to do something too crazy complicated. But getting my oil stuff cleaned up is a good thing to do anyway. Okay, I have a bunch of random crap I don't want, and I don't have a storage thing to throw into the awesome sink anymore. Is there a way I can add an awesome sink thing here? Or a chest I can... Yeah, here, I'm gonna do this. Organization, storage. There. Merger. I just want to throw some random crap in here that I have. Limestone, quartz. Not sure why I have some AI limiters randomly on me. You know what? I think it's some random stuff that I have left over from my foray out into the world earlier. Okay, so I do need to make sure I have enough stuff to make the refineries I need. Making at least 4 more refineries, so I need more steel pipes, and then I'm going to need a lot of coal generator stuff. And then I'm going to need some water pumping stuff for the coal generators I'm doing too. Okay, so I just need a bunch of random stuff. So what do I need? I need rotors, which I just threw some in there. Rotors, cables, steel pipes, and copper sheets. Rotors. Should be enough. Rotors, steel pipes. You be doing all right? You had a stressful month, but you're still kicking? Well, that's what you gotta do, right? Tough gets going, you get tough. How far am I in the game, Recover Forest? 80-something hours, and I'm working on finishing Tier 6 technology. Hopefully that answers what you want to know about where we are. We are working in Tier 6 technology right now. Okay, and then more copper sheets. I think that's... how many motors? And let's fill up with these guys too. Go. And then get some copper sheets. Whew, that's a laggy run right there. But I've been doing well. I just got back from being off for a week, so doing well. Enjoying being back in the swing of things. Getting salty at chat, apparently. Like I do. Holy cow, your car insurance just went down by $54 every 6 months. That's pretty sweet. Nice. That is awesome. Congrats on that. You also get to install a new CPU cooler tomorrow. Going liquid cooled. Nice. That's awesome. My brother recently installed a new video card that came with some cooling on it because his stuff was getting messed up. Your brain's frying on this 23 Mark V belt full of resources. Whew. Yeah, that looks like brain liquefaction type stuff right there. Once you handle the plastic production, computers aren't too bad, but each manufacturer needs 145 plastic per minute between the computers and circuit boards. 145 plastic a minute. And when I upgrade, let me see how much I'll be creating. 80. With my upgrade I'm planning, I will be making 80. About 145. So I'd need to double. So I need to do like double that. So I would need to go up to like 160 to even have excess. Wow, that's so much. Okay. All right. So we're continuing this over here. You got your 2080 super installed along with. Oh crap! I thought I had my thing on. 2080 install along with a new power supply since you need a new one to support the new card, but you have thought. My god, let me frickin' move, game. You thought your CPU runs hot in this build, so if it's liquid cooled, let's try it out. Nice, nice. I've never had liquid cooling before. I don't think my thing is liquid cooled. But liquid cooling always sounds really... God, I don't want to say the pun, but I use cool as a description. Sounds cool, man. Damn. I couldn't help the pun. I just couldn't help it. You've never had liquid cooling? A friend just went that way and seems to like it. Nice. So this is kind of weird that I'll be doing 2 plastic, then 2 rubber, and 2 plastic, then 2 rubber. But you know what? I think I'm okay with that. So I feel like I have a feeling those resources are similar in the amount that you need. So I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so there's 4 more of those guys. 4 more of those guys. Okay, have this guy go all the way across. I think I just went as high as I could here. Yeah, that looks good. And then... how do I do this? Straight across. That. That. Wait, did I only do 3? Oh, I just didn't go down far enough. Whoops. Plus, just for CPU cooler was like 120 bucks or whatever. That's fine. Whew. 120 bucks for cooling. That's pretty crazy. But I guess if you have a crazy OP graphics card, you probably need stuff like that. All right, so how do I have this? I have 2 plastic and 2 rubber. So, oh, you can do, oh, wait, what is that? Residual plastic from polymer resin and water. And polymer resin, I think, is from Where's polymer resin? How do you get polymer resin? Guess I don't have that yet. I thought I saw... Oh, this. You can turn... What is this? This is crude oil directly into fuel. Interesting. So you can get extra plastic if you go directly from crude oil to fuel. You know what? I might want to do that. For the fuel that I want to make, I might want to do that instead of using the heavy oil. Since I'm already have the overflow of the heavy oil going somewhere, I might actually want to do that. And that would give me extra fuel, extra plastic. Yeah, that's good to know. Okay, so we're going to do that. So two plastic, then 2 rubber. The rest of the computer build is easy. You just need ludicrous amounts of plastic compared to how much these refineries produce. So I guess that's an incentive to switch to fuel generators of coal, produce fuel, and polymer resin from crude. Yeah, which I just learned. I was just looking at. Yeah. Then just add water to resin for more plastic. Okay, maybe I will look into doing that then. After I do this build, maybe we'll look at that. Okay. So. And then we'll go kind of between these guys, I think. Two. You're amazed the GPU, even under the highest load you can provide, runs at 50% fan speed and seems to cap at 60 degrees Celsius, which is amazing. The CPU, on the other hand, under load is running over 70 degrees Celsius. Wow. That's really hot. I don't know Celsius very well, but after playing Auction Not Included, I know that that's pretty damn hot. Alright, so let's get the overflow set up first. I think... I want to do a separate setup? Do I want to do a separate setup? Or do I just add to this... How much are we creating a minute again? 46. Yeah, I think we could just do... I think we could just add to this pipe. I think we can just add to this pipe. But that'll back it up if I do it at first. So let me get the thing that's going to use up this stuff first in the power setup before I have the resource so I don't have things backing up, slowing down my plastic production. So I'm going to need another 2 of these guys. And you know what? While I'm doing this, I want to fix this build. This is just bugging me. Oh. Yeah. I want this to line up. So after it produces its next amount here. My OCD-ness can't take it. All right, so these are refineries. There. And then 2 more. I need to build the thing, so. Interesting that it turned these guys black, but not elsewhere. It didn't turn it black elsewhere. It's kind of weird. Okay, so there. And then we did Mark IV belts here. And have it just go like that. Into that. Okay. Intel CPUs usually can run up to around 90 degrees Celsius or so. They even get slightly faster at higher temperatures thanks to lowering electrical resistance at high temperatures. Wow, that's crazy. 70C isn't too bad for CPU under load as long as you're under 80. You're okay. You don't mind if it's at 70s, but over 80 you hear it's not good. Yields will go over at 80. Yeah. Yeah. There, and then 1 more for space to move. Got to get that Arctic Silver thermal paste. Whoa. that like some crazy cooling thing or something? Okay, so I think I'm gonna do a second. Oh, how do I want to do this? I think I want this belt to go separately so I'm not slowed down by our manifold design here if I want to do this. And I think I want to keep doing this design just because it's easier with the way I had this all set up. I don't want to have to put a bunch of foundations on the ground to run more belts. I can just easily run belts up if I do the manifold design, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so this is going to take residual fuel, turn it into petroleum coke, then I have to figure out water too. Let's see here. So let me figure out my water situation. So currently I'm using 45 a minute times, we're going to say 9. So 45 a minute times 9. 405 water a minute, is that right? Which means I'm using U2 full water pipes right now. Hey, what's up, Bacon Ninja? How are you doing, sir? Arctic Silver is just a high quality tube of grease with some silver and other components. Not even expensive, $5-6 a tube. Okay. All right. So how much water are we currently pumping? Because I need 405 for that first amount, which means I need to double it, which means 810 is how much water I'm going to need. So I have 120 times 3 times 4. I'm making 480. So I need 810 is what I said. 810 divided by 45. What am I trying to do here? These each do 120. So I just want to do 810 divided by 120. So I need 7 water pumps. I currently have 4, so I need 3 more water pumps. What's the tool you have in your hand, Rand? It looks something like Cloud would have dropped when he found an even bigger, better sword. It's like a lightsaber. It's a sword. It's called a Xeno Basher. When animals attack you, you can hit them with this and kill them pretty quickly. Don't actually use this except when I'm out exploring, which is kind of something you don't do as much as just building stuff in this game. All right, and these can handle 300 cubic whatever a minute, so I probably only need a third tube, right? Because 3 tubes can handle 900 things a second. So let's do 3 more pumps here. 3 more water extractors. Let's get as close to the edge here as I can. There. And then as close to the other ones as we can, just to maximize space or whatever. And then one more, like here. There we go. That should be enough water. What is it? What is ye be doing? Is it National Talk Like a Pirate Day and I missed it? Yar. Yar, I'm working with fuel and oil and stuff, yar, matey. And it's a yar pain in my yar ass to work with oil stuff, so that's what I'm doing currently. So it is something Cloud would have had. Perfect. Yes, sure. It's a weapon Cloud would have. Until he got the bigger, better sword. Because you know you gotta compensate. There. You paid 1 coupon just for the coffee cup because it doesn't obscure your view much. Oh, that's funny. Lordy, you should really get some cycling. Oddly, it's actually talked like a Pittsburgh Pirate today. Not sure what that entails, but you know. Nice. All right, so how do I want to do this? I want 3. I need a third pipe. And I kind of have these guys all combined, right? Because basically what we've been doing is we've been combining all the pipes and then splitting them, right? How am I doing this? So I got... we got 3 going in here. And then 2 going in there. God, the freaking math on this. I think what I should just do is have the 3 of those guys go to the third pipe is going to be the simplest thing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't have them all combined. I was having them all get combined over there, right? Water stuff wasn't in the game last time I saw it. Yep, it's new, and it's confusing as hell. But it's cool, but it's like the math on it and stuff is all funky. So I have this guy pumping just to this one dude. Oh, and then I have this one combining over there. And that guy I'm combining there, but that guy not combining there. So I don't know what I did for the math on this. Oh man, because it's so weird, because I need 810 water per minute for the power plants I'm going to be adding. But it's going to be mixed in 3 different pipes. Ugh, how do I combine all these guys? How do I split it right? So the bottom pipe should be feeding until it runs out of what 300 m a second can do. 300 divided by 45 a minute. So this bottom pipe should be supplying 6. Let me check what I'm supplying here. I think I did the math right. Let me just make sure this bottom pipe is supplying 6 generators, and then the next one supplies the next 6, etc. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually only supplying 5. So if I combine them all back at the beginning, then they would, any overflow would go back to another pipe. So yeah, I actually want to change this a little bit. I want to change this a bit. I want this guy to supply 6. This guy's going to supply the next 6. 1, 2, 3. So now he's currently supplying 4. So it can supply 2 more generators. Looks like the Factorio oil insanity. Yeah, it's probably similar, yeah. Talk like a Pittsburgh Pirate day like this. Home run! With the football guy, that looks right. You can take a day break from cycling a day, 15 days straight with no breaks. Is warrants a day off, maybe? Yes, it should. I took a day off from working out yesterday, and I hadn't been working out for 6 days straight, so... Definitely okay to take a day off every once in a while. Alright, but what I do want to do is I want all of my water pipes to combine here at the beginning and then split off into 3. And I think that will do what I want it to do. So currently, this guy and this guy... do combine to all of them. This guy will, if I place it before this guy, so that these guys can combine. So I'm gonna think it's better if I do... It's better if I do this. This will go here, and then they'll all kind of mix together and balance themselves out, I believe. Best part about pipes, don't have to pick a direction. That's true. That is true. Cycling is your madness, so you're going to do some indoor here since it's raining today, so you shall be lurking. All right. Enjoy your cycling while lurking. And as always, you will be judging. Good to know. Okay, so if I... If I have these 3 pipes, combine on here and then split off. I don't want to do this. This is the main pipe right here. I think what I want to do is have this one come through the middle, have it split off to the 2 others, and that'll balance it out, and then have it go off to the 3rd place. That's what I think I want to do. Piping is so strange. Such a strange thing. And then have a pump pumping in the middle. Yes, that's what I want to do. So, let me get these pipes started. Actually, I might have enough copper for this, I believe. I actually want this to go... I want it to go through here. Am I going to be able to get that to happen? I don't think so. That sucks when you go in the water, you lose what you're working on. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to do this from the side over here, just because of where my pumps are. So... Yep. That sound is such a pain. Encroaching others' clearance. Trying to get these things out of here is going to be... God, this is going to be a pain. You like that? You underclock 3 water structures 75%, so 300 M times 3, 2 pipe, easier math. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Ugh, frickin' hell. Alright, oh, God, these belts and pipes are such a pain in the ass, man. I wish it would let you place it even though it's red and let you go higher, man. I don't know. Okay, I guess what I have to do is... I need to do this. Go really high and hope that this will work. Without stuff running into each other. Oh, that's encroaching. What is it encroaching? It's probably encroaching one of these things here. Because I put these guys so close together, it's like I can't... I hate the encroaching clearance. I hate it so much in this game. Ugh, it's so frustrating. It happens with your belts when you're trying to do mergers and splitters too. It's like, what am I encroaching? Let's see. What am I encroaching? Nothing. There's just an invisible block next to this that you can't place over. Oh, that pisses me off so much. Like, this is literally touching nothing, but because of the invisible block around that thing, I can't place this damn thing. Oh, it's so stupid. So stupid. I know I place the support, but if I try to get it between here, there's like... There's no room between here, even though there's like this space right here. I can't place between it. Like... I guess because that square goes to there and this square goes there. I mean, it just makes no sense to me. Those squares should not cause issues, I don't think. That's just... Jesus. Okay, I guess I gotta turn this guy around or some shit. I gotta have these all go outside or something stupid. I really hate the encroaching other clearance. That's like my... one of the most frustrating things in this game. It's like they limit you on where you could put your water, and then they make them so stupidly easy to overlap that you can't maximize the space of water that you have access to. Like, that sentence that I just said probably doesn't even make sense, but it's the best way I can explain the bullshit that is the water stuff, the water collecting. Like, if I do this, I don't even think I can get a pipe through here, right? Yeah, to like maximize my water space. Oh, that's so dumb. I guess I have to build a pipe first so I don't overlap. I think they have a lot of work to do on these pipes to make them not shit. Make extractor, bring pipe up first, then vertical. Well, and see, the thing with what I just did there means I just lost some water space for other pumps. So now I've lost some water space for other pumps, which is frustrating because you have a limited water or whatever. Okay, that one works. So is that 3? Did I get all 3, or is that... That's only 2. I now have 2 in the space that I had 3 before. Because of stupid pipe overlapping shit. FRD dot, I'm sorry, your English is just, it's not... Make floor for pipes top of extractors. What? I don't... What? I don't understand. I can't put pipes on top of the extractors, right? I can't put like a support on these guys, can I? You're gonna have to show me a picture with what you're talking about. Are you talking to put like... I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say. Alright. It's getting all ragey again for no reason. Okay. Okay, so I can do this, I guess. Okay, my power's back on. Good. Pipes above the extractors, like this. Let me see, FRD. This Imgur page can't be found. Undefined. Your link doesn't work. Okay, so what I want to do is... Let's combine all 3 of these pipes here. This part you're lucky you don't have to deal with since you're not in the desert. Your refinery's on the coast. You got water for days. Yeah, water is definitely one of the kind of annoying resources that I've had a hard time finding good amounts of. I have a decent amount here, but it's not enough that I feel like I can just be super wasteful of space for it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that sentence makes sense. I'll look at your picture in a second, FRD. I'll look at it in a bit. Let's see. So you have your pipes going straight up to a platform. I gotcha. Yeah, if I had planned better, I could have done that. I didn't plan better. Yeah, second lean worked, I see. Well, the first one said undefined for me. The first link just said undefined. Yeah, I'll be able to build a parking lot on top of your thing. I see. All right. So how am I going to do this? I want to connect to these guys. In a certain way. And how do I want to do that? If I connect to this one on top, it can flow to there, and then... Or from actually underneath. So if I did like this... If I do this... It's gonna be a little funky, but I think... Is that what I want to do? Actually, yeah, so this will connect to that, and then off the top it'll go to a pump that will go that way. Okay, that's what we'll do. So if I do that, And then I do a stackable guy here. And then do this pipe to here. Then do a pump here. And this will be my third line. I don't know how to friggin' make my pipes not a big old gigantic mess, so I may not need to watch some like frickin' tutorial on how to make pipes work well, but that should... Now they're all like connected here, and so as long as we have enough per pipe, 300 a minute, and I can supply what I want to supply here. What does that give me? Where's this guy here? Okay, it's got plenty of head lift there. That way you can bring pipes 90 degrees angle top so you're not wasting water area. It's a nice spider web. I know, this is just... It's very much a, what's it called? Spaghetti. We're definitely spaghetti with our water pipes. The only way you've seen that not look like garbage is to run them over foundations, yeah. Well, and I don't want to really do that with this build, so it's a little past my last break, so my friends, I'm going to say I'm sure she's rich and take my final break of the day. Thank you all so much for watching. Is anybody new to the stream? Hit the follow. Hope you're enjoying the Satisfactory, me getting salty and getting spaghettified. So when we come back, we will finish this, get a second area of like coal power and all that stuff. So y'all rock. I'll see you in just a bit, my friends.